Hey, this is Chris from the Ticket Stub. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hello and good afternoon. I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, FM 104.5, 106.1, Lone Star Community Radio from downtown Conroe. And today the guests will be, I have Maggie, Summer, and Carrie from Meals on Wheels. And then we're going to have Brackin with Bartletts Distillery. And Jennifer Crawford will be the last guest on the show with Rush Cycle from Woodforest. And they've only been open for a month. This show is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic Center, the place you need to go for anything. As long as you can crawl, walk, or alive, she can help you. She helps all the way from neonatals to infants to youth to kids in high school with their medical exams for playing sports. Everyone has a back, so anybody can go see her. Roger Stein Chiropractic Center, 3033 Davis Street in Conroe by Conroe High School. So, tomorrow is Election Day. Who's excited? Woohoo! 7A to 7P. You can only go to your precinct because early voting is over. And tomorrow, say 9 o'clock or so, we should know who our next elected officials are that will start on January 1st, 2019. Yay for that. So coming up this week, Christmas is starting to happen in downtown Conroe. Elf, the musical, presented by Christian Youth Theater, will be performed at the matinee performances on Thursday, November 15th and Friday, November 16th. And it starts this Friday, November 9th, all weekend long. Who doesn't like Elf? I'm just saying. So get into the holiday spirit a little early, but hey, after Halloween, that's what happens. You will see holiday decorations sprouting out all over your neighborhoods. Downtown Conroe is already getting the tree lighting, getting that ready. And speaking of that, the annual tree lighting, Christmas tree lighting, will take place on the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, which is November 27th at 6:30 p.m. Immediately following that at 7 p.m. is Christmas on Main. And that is a free event, just as well as the tree lighting is. And that's going to happen with a lot of activities, including window display contests, carolers, the Jazz Connection Music, Montgomery County Choral Society, Hot Wassail from the Players Theater Group, Christmas characters throughout 4 blocks of downtown, Mr. and Mrs. Snowman, inflatables, hot chocolate on the streets, and even some bike giveaways at Founders Plaza Park. So that's all right after the tree lighting, which is November 27th, a Tuesday, starting at 6:30 p.m. Oh, and the hay rides. I forgot to mention the hay rides, too. So it's kind of like a Hallmark Christmas without the snow, if you can imagine. It's going to be a lot of fun, and there's even Santa. And kids can write letters to Santa as well. So that's some of the activities that are going on. Also, Saturday, November 17th is the City of Conroe Turkey Trot 5K, and this will be held at Carl Barton Jr. Park. Registration is now open. Sounds like a fun thing to do. So let's just roll into our first guests here. So again, we have Maggie, Summer, and Carrie sitting here to tell us about Meals on Wheels.
Well, thank you, Margie, for having us. We really appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about our program. We are actually 45 years old this year. We just had our birthday. What started as a small grassroots operation in Conroe now serves 1,000 square miles of Montgomery County. We serve the entire county, 29 zip codes. We offer home-delivered meals. We also have a transportation service, and we have 3 congregate dining centers in Montgomery County.
Where are those centers located, Summer?
We have one in South County. That's the Commissioner Nowak's building. We've got one in East County and one in Magnolia.
So what ages are the seniors that can use those facilities?
So our congregate dining and our home delivered services are for seniors that are 60 years and older. Our transportation is for seniors that are 65 and older.
Okay, and you even have a chef that makes those meals,
We
right?
do. We have Chef John, who is amazingly talented. He actually graduated from culinary arts school about a year ago. And his passion is to provide nutritious meals for seniors. He feels like at this time in their life, they deserve the best quality. And he's done an amazing job of really pulling a lot of our processed food and making a lot of meals from scratch.
So are some of those meals also the ones that are delivered to people, the homebound seniors?
So those are the meals that are delivered to homebound seniors as well as our congregate dining sites. So those that are able to get out and about in the community can enjoy the same meals that our homebound seniors enjoy.
How many seniors are you feeding right now, Maggie?
Currently, we serve 600 seniors of our homebound, and then we have about 500 seniors on our transportation roster program.
How many people do you have on a waiting list? About a lot, right?
Yeah.
We
Quite
have
a few.
We have over 100.
Over 100. So the good news is you recently had a great pumpkin shootout at Blackwood Gun Club that it was close to Halloween, but there were no tricks, lots of treats. So tell me about the success of that fundraiser.
Me?
Whoever.
Okay.
Just jump in.
It was our third annual event. It's our best event to date. I believe we had how many teams did we have come?
This
shoot?
year we had 32, and which was a huge, exciting number because our first year we had 16. So this year, in 3 years, we doubled the number of participants that we had. We raised a total, or more than $86,000 for our seniors.
Woohoo!
Yes, so we were very excited. The community support was awesome. We had SWBC Mortgage was our presenting sponsor for the third year in a row on that, so we love working with them and all the shooters that come out. We had a lot of women too, which was fun. And with all of that, we're able to, it's equivalent to serving about 36 homebound seniors per service.
So some more that maybe might have been on the waiting list are now ready to roll and get food delivered for a year, right?
Right.
Yep.
It takes
that's
about
nice.
$1,500 to serve a homebound senior per year. Like Maggie said, we have about 600 on service. Our goal for this next year is to add at least 50 more seniors to service. We know capacity-wise of our kitchen that we have now, we can serve up to 750. So that is an ultimate goal that we're hoping to reach within 2 years.
How long have you had the chef cooking meals? For a while, or has that been in place?
Well, John's been there, I know, for 4 years, but I believe for sure we've been at least 15.
So quite a while, because that sounds like a newer type thing that hasn't, most people probably don't know that you have a chef out there, and you can taste test too, can't you?
You sure can.
The first Friday of every month, we have Fresh Friday. This is when you can also have a kitchen tour and kind of hear a little bit more of the details of how we operate. It is a very well-oiled machine, so there's a lot that goes into it. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that our program is volunteer-driven, meaning we have over 200 volunteers every week that show up to deliver the meals to our homebound seniors. 1,000 square miles is quite large. We have 74 routes, so it truly takes a village for us to serve the county.
And it's a well-oiled machine. Just by watching the way that you guys ran your fundraiser, it was probably one of the best fundraisers I've ever seen run.
Wow.
With all
Thank
hands
you.
on deck, very detailed, such enthusiasm, not only from the people that were helping and volunteering our staff, but the participants were all excited. And I think that's why it was so successful for you, because everybody is excited. I mean, how can you not be excited about helping seniors? And, you know, baby boomers are aging. So a lot of those people that were there are either a senior or to be a senior as well. And you just never know how life's going to change. So you've also added some new programs of lately. Summer, or Carrie, can you tell me about the breakfast bags or the Anna meals?
Well, Maggie's the expert on the breakfast
Okay,
bag.
well, I left you out.
This was Maggie's
That's her baby.
brainchild.
All right,
This was her
Maggie,
brainchild.
tell me
Yeah.
about that. Tell me about the breakfast
So Breakfast
bags.
Bags is a really great program that started about 2 years ago, and it's a non-perishable meal to supplement the meals that we already deliver to our seniors. So it goes to our most food insecure seniors. It's a 100% donation-based program, so we rely on community and corporate support to supply all of the inventory for that program. Last year, we delivered about 15,000 breakfast bags, and we're looking to continue to grow that through different organizations in the community hosting food drives, or we have a team building event for corporations to come out and do it on site with us through a donation like that.
What kind of donations are you looking for the breakfast bags?
So breakfast bags, it's a packet of oatmeal, a peanut butter cracker sandwich pack, a Nutri-Grain style bar, and a box of raisins is what goes in each of those bags. And then we also have, with the holidays coming, as you were talking about, we have our Turkey Day treats options as a food drive to get involved with also. And that includes, that'll be a chicken, a can of green beans, raisins, instant mashed potatoes, and some coffee and creamer that we'll get out to our seniors, which will actually be delivered on Thanksgiving Day. So we need the community's support to help provide those bags too.
So can someone go on your website and get information about the Turkey Day treats or the breakfast bags, anything?
Yep,
What's
the
involved?
website has it all. Our calendar is a really great resource for that. If they just go to our website under the volunteer tab, there's volunteer events, and that has pretty much everything listed there. The Thanksgiving, it's also, if you just go to mowmc.org/Thanksgiving, and all the information is there to download too.
And we'll have this information on the Facebook page as well, that I think Dick is already doing live. It's already on there. So, and you have donations can be dropped off at your main office on Candy Cane Lane.
Yep,
Over
in
at the
Conroe.
Conroe Recreation Center, over that way. Same place y'all have been for many years, right?
30 plus years. we've
Yes,
been
many
around.
years.
Yes.
So, and then you're going to deliver treats to the seniors on Thanksgiving Day.
Yep. So it's a fun
Do you need volunteers for that?
Yep, we
Yes,
do
please.
have some spots for that on Thanksgiving Day, as well as our holiday delivery in December.
Let's
which
talk
is
about that.
we actually partner with the Salvation Army on that one to do Angel Tree. So our seniors complete an application and then get gifts donated through that wonderful program. And then we deliver them out to our seniors December 21st. That weekend, we have a big volunteer opportunity.
So something on that Angel Tree, what's amazing is we called every single one of our clients to ask them what they wanted to receive for Christmas, and the number one answer was anything.
Just to be remembered.
Just to be remembered.
You know, to make it special.
Yes.
You know, and I'll bet even somebody visiting them makes it special. You know,
Does.
companionship.
So many of our seniors, the only person that they see on a day-to-day basis is the volunteer that drops their meal. They are truly isolated. And so having that contact often means more than the meal. Just having recognition and the validation. Our oldest client on service is 103. You can imagine they're not very mobile. They don't get around very often. So it just means a lot, just that human contact.
Yeah, I spoke to some of the volunteers at the Pumpkin Shoot, and they were there supporting because they have a relationship with the seniors. They deliver food too. You know, they help them get their dog groomed, or they just find out about their day. And they help them with other services that aren't even part of the delivery of food. But they have that relationship that's very important to them as well, the volunteers as well, and they look forward to it.
They become family. And another part of our program that I think a lot of people don't recognize, that it is truly more than a meal because it's a safety check as well. And so when our clients go to deliver that meal and they know that Miss Mary Ann is there every day, but for some reason she didn't answer her door that day, we have a process in place where we contact the emergency contact to find out, okay, did she forget to call in because she had a doctor appointment? Or we've had clients that have fallen and couldn't get to the door, and it was only through our volunteers that know that that client should have been home that we're
Right.
able to contact emergency services and get them help.
So it's truly a very, it's a total program, and there's so many different aspects to it. And the other thing I wanted to mention is you have your Animeals program in transportation. Let's talk about the Animeals. Who wants to tell me about that? Let me just throw that out there.
Well, that was another brainchild.
Hey,
that one.
it's all about misdevelopment, of course.
It is. And I think too, one of the opportunities that we have that's pretty rare in the nonprofit world is weekend opportunities. And so that's kind of where Breakfast Bags and Animeals was born from, because oftentimes people work or they want their children involved and their children are in school during
Right.
operation hours. And so this gives the community an opportunity as a family to help our seniors. So I'll let Maggie talk a little bit about the Animeals.
And all these programs, breakfast bags, meals, the holiday things, all happen on times that the whole family, whether you work or in school, anybody can get involved with. So that's a big part of it, all of those, really. Meals is pet food for our homebound seniors. We found out that our seniors were feeding the lunch that we delivered to them to their furry friends because they would rather go hungry than see their pet suffer. And remembering that the majority of our seniors live alone, the furry friend is their companion when they're
Absolutely.
not seeing people throughout the day. So we want to take care of them as well as possible. So once a month, the fourth weekend of the month, we deliver pet food to our homebound seniors. And again, that's a 100% donation, volunteer-driven program. So we're always in need of pet food as well as volunteers to deliver it on that weekend, because if we don't have a volunteer to deliver it, then it doesn't get out to the seniors. So lots of fun ways to plug into that.
Lots of different things going on. So you also have a transportation program that maybe not that many people are aware of, even seniors that may need that program.
Correct.
So tell me about that, Summer.
So it's our best/worst kept secret, I say. We are the only transportation service that offers transportation across the entire Montgomery County, again, for our seniors and disabled. We have 6 ADA buses that do routes across our county every day. All the information is on our website, how to get registered and to ride those buses. And then we also have a cab program. This is for our seniors who have medical needs such as dialysis, where maybe they need to go 3 times a week at specific hours. And this allows them to call a cab and get a ride to where they need to go in our county.
And one of the interesting things, as far as being the only one in the county, is that we're curb to curb. There are bus systems throughout the whole county, but if you're using a walker or just limited mobility, it's really difficult to get
It's
even to
challenging.
that bus stop. So our buses or the cab will come directly to their door, basically.
And something else I just want to mention is that our services are 100% free. We look towards federal grants, local event opportunities, and private fundraising. Our seniors
Donors.
can make yes can make a donation, but the majority of our clients live below poverty level and aren't able to.
It's a great program. 35 years strong, right?
45.
45. Oh, my goodness.
We
Right.
are older
Sorry.
than the Woodlands. If
You
can believe
are
that.
older than the
We are
Woodlands.
older than the Woodlands, to put that in perspective. Yeah.
And people really need it. So you have some great programs to help seniors year-round, plus also at Thanksgiving and Christmas, and the breakfast bar program, the Meal program, and you're doing a meal replacement food drive with the Woodlands Chamber currently, and that's with their community relations team, I understand, and that involves liquid food, right?
We do have many of our clients who are unable to eat solid food at this point in their life. And so we hosted an Insure Drive to help supplement for our seniors.
And that's another program really anybody can get involved in. We were really lucky to work with the Woodlands Chamber that way. But we've had some businesses that have done it in the past and other groups
And
as well.
churches.
Churches, it's a very big one with churches.
So if any group wants to start their own donation drive or get out there and volunteer as a group, you are a member of all the chambers in Montgomery County, so they can equally get involved and maybe even put a challenge out there. Who knows?
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be lots of fun because you need it year
Yesterday
round.
stemmed, was just someone contacting me saying we want to do something to help, and they kind of came up with their own idea. So we had a great fundraiser yesterday, just over brunch, and
Where was that at?
that was at the Cozy Grape in Montgomery. So the owners, Tom and Efren, just volunteered to let's make something fun happen and give the money back to Meals on Wheels. So I think they raised about $6,000. Just
Awesome.
Just
In a
having
couple
their friends
hours,
over, in a couple hours.
Packed room of people having bottomless mimosas.
That might have
and
helped
brunch.
bring people
Nice
out.
brunch.
Tom and
they-
Efren might regret that today.
but it looked like everybody was having a
fun.
good time.
It was a great
So
day.
it's a great way to enjoy your beautiful Sunday yesterday and make a difference to seniors.
And it was easy, Anyone can call us with ideas like that, and we can make things happen. Yeah.
As far as our next public event, Maggie, can you quickly share about the
We have
milestones?
our, it'll be our third annual Miles for Meals 5K fun run and walk. For all skill levels are welcome, and that's at B52 Brewery in Conroe on Saturday, February 9th. So mark your calendars for that. Registration is open on the website. More details will be coming shortly about that as well.
And they could sponsor too, right?
They can certainly sponsor. Yes, we have
please.
some recurring sponsors that we love for that, and then lots of opportunities we have some new sponsorship levels. We were just actually tweaking last week with some exciting changes to them and all that.
Okay, fabulous, lady. So they can go on MC, tell me the acronyms,
MOWMC.org.
or Meals on Wheels MC on Facebook. You're also on Instagram
Yep.
and Twitter. So find you, connect with you, engage, be social. Okay, thanks, ladies.
Thank you so much, Margie.
Appreciate it.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and learn about rum and whiskey in Conroe. I'm Margie Taylor. We'll be right back.
2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian Maggie, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the usage of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your questions. Get seen on TV, YouTube, and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Support your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
And we are back. I'm Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News, and this is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic Center. So our second guest for today is Van Brackin, and he is with the newly opened Bartletts Distillery in Conroe. Now, Van, this is over towards the airport, correct?
Yes, ma'am. It's just south of Loop 336 and Beach Airport Road, about a quarter mile south.
And Beach is kind of FM 3083, is it not?
Yes, ma'am. It's
oh, okay.
3083, yes.
Because that threw me off, that name. I'm like, hold on. I pulled up the maps. I go, well, that's the same kind of as 3083.
Well, around the 105 and 3083, that's the beach area, and up by the airport is the airport, so they call that section of the road Beach Airport Road.
Yeah, it looks like a beach. So tell me about Bartletts Distillery.
Well, we are a craft distillery. We established the company in March of 2016, and we got our property in September 2017 and opened up in July of this year. We make rum and a little bit of whiskey from raw ingredients right there at the distillery right here in Conroe, and we've had a wonderful time doing it. And so we make silver rum, gold rum. We have a spiced rum that we're working on that's going to be out here in the next month or two.
I saw something about hot buttered rum.
Hot buttered rum is wonderful. It's the best of all ingredients. It's butter and
good.
sugar and more sugar and
Sounds
cinnamon.
very holiday.
Oh, it's a wonderful warm drink to light you up.
So I can picture like sitting around a campfire having hot buttered rum or a fireplace or something like that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
With weather that's not like today where it's real humid out again today. So I did a little tasting of your gold and silver. Those were the rums, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Over when you were part of the Rotary Spirits of Texas. Now tell me the differences between the gold and the silver.
Well, the silver rum is made from a sugarcane product we call panela. It's evaporated sugarcane juice. Most rum is made with molasses. That's a byproduct of making white sugar. In that process of making the molasses, you lose flavors. But since we're starting with this evaporated sugarcane juice, it's effectively like raw sugar, or sugar in the raw on steroids. They take the cane, they squeeze the juice out of it, boil the water out of it down to a hot syrup, pour it out, and let it cool, grind it up, and put it in bags. And so it has a lot of flavor in it. So that's what we use for making our silver rum.
Mm-hmm.
Because we use that panela, it even has notes that would remind you of agave or like tequila. It almost reminds you of tequila. So that's the silver rum. We use it for margaritas, pina coladas, and other drinks. And then the gold rum is basically the silver rum that we've aged in white American oak barrels for a short period of time.
That has a completely different taste to it as well.
Yes, ma'am. It picks up the oakiness and the vanillins from the barrels, and it takes on a nice amber color, and it has a much richer flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's better for some making Cuba Libres, mixing with rum and Coke, and also that's what we use for our hot buttered rum. And our third product is our spiced rum, which is really wonderful. It's a wonderful combination of our silver rum with a number of spices. We use 2 kinds of vanilla, almond, allspice, and cinnamon. And we blended those flavors such that not one thing jumps out you over the others. So it's a very nice blend. And we're having a lot of fun with that. And we just discovered that the best thing to mix that with is Dr. Pepper.
Of course.
It's
especially in
Dr.
Texas,
Pepper. Yes,
right?
ma'am.
So how did you get into this?
Well, I was working offshore out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico as a drilling supervisor on a deep water drill ship. And I was hanging out with these good old boys on the rig from Louisiana, and they talked about having us still in the backyard making moonshine. And I go back to my room at night watching moonshiners on TV, and I was like, wait a minute. I'm a licensed mechanical engineer. I know how to cook, weld, brew beer, start electronics, work on cars. I'm kind of handy.
And making whiskey, too.
And if these guys can do this, I know I can. So I started researching making distilled spirits.
Huh.
And after a couple of years of research and really getting to know the business and the process and the products, that started to look as a viable option for opening a business. And then when the oil field turned south and everybody got laid off, my wife and I sat down and said, okay, we can do this as a business.
They still drink whiskey and rum.
That's right. So when times are good, people drink. And when times are bad, people drink.
I know Dick's over here listening and going, I need to try some of this.
So that's kind of how I got into it. And we
Okay.
got kicked off and away we go.
So your whiskey, you also have a White Dog whiskey?
Yeah, White Dog whiskey is an unaged malt whiskey. It's a general term for an unaged whiskey. Most whiskey that you see on the shelves are aged, and they have the amber color from the barrel. This has not spent any significant time in the barrel, but by law, the government says it has to spend some time. And literally on the back of our bottle, it says, whiskey stored 1 minute in reused cooperage. That means it goes into the barrel, and then when it comes out a minute later, it's whiskey.
Interesting.
But that's our white whiskey, and then when you store that whiskey in the barrels for 6 months or more, then that becomes our single malt whiskey, which is a nice, smooth, mellow sipping whiskey.
So people can go in and taste your rum and whiskey at various times, right?
Yes, ma'am. So our tasting room is open Friday afternoons from about 5 to 7, and then on Saturdays from 1 to 5. And we're looking at opening these hours up as we get closer to the holidays. And on Saturdays, we do the tours through the facility. So people will come in and we can taste all the different products that we have and anything that we're working on to get feedback on that.
Can they purchase bottles?
Yes,
there?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We can sell whole bottles, but there is a limit of 2 bottles per person per month as per TABC rules.
Oh, wow.
And then we can
Good
sell
old
mixed.
TABC.
Yes, ma'am. So we are completely compliant with all rules
Oh,
and
yeah.
regulations.
Gotta be.
Yes, ma'am. And so, and then we can do the tastings. We sell whole bottles. We can sell mixed drinks, and we do the tours.
Wow.
And the tours we take through the facility. We go through the whole process from our original starting ingredients through the fermentation, distillation processes, and on to barrel aging and processing and bottling.
You sell the whiskey barrels too?
Eventually, we will.
When you get there.
When we get
when
there,
we're done using them.
Yes, ma'am, because we can use the barrels up to 3 or 4 times.
Wow.
For whiskey, the whiskey has to be stored in new charred oak barrels. Rum, you can store in used barrels. So we'll take our barrels that we've used at least once and then use those over and over for rum. And then the new barrels, we'll use those for whiskey. But once they've been used 3 or 4 times, they've pretty much extracted all the vanillins we're going to get out of them. And then we can sell those. And people will wind up using that for either storing wine in or storing beer in. And the beer will then take on some of that flavor.
I went on a tour once, Garrison Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what you're doing is very similar to what they're doing. And we did get a whiskey barrel there that I actually use outside as a planter kind of thing. But it's very cool. And I noticed that I don't generally drink rum or whiskey, but it tasted better when you taste it fresh like
ma'am.
that. It's much more appealing. And when I tasted your gold rum, it actually was pretty good.
Thank you.
I enjoyed it. So I think it's interesting that you just opened this up. And why Conroe?
Well, Montgomery County has been our home since 2002. I'm a native Houstonian and a 4th-generation Texan. Lived here all my life except for a few years overseas. And this is the place that we are. You know, we're not down in Houston.
Just a place to be.
It's a place to be. It's a wonderful
That's
place
right.
to live and work. And we looked for a property over a wide area. And because of the requirements for fire codes and such, it was very difficult to find a location. We were fortunate to find a place here in Conroe that met all of our requirements, and it's a fantastic location. It's a small property with two buildings on it and some space. So eventually we'll have room for like bringing in food trucks and
Doing events and things.
Events and things.
Right,
Yes, ma'am.
right. Well, I'm excited. We almost came out there and visited you this weekend.
Well,
Because
you
I
need to
thought
come
that
out.
would have been good to have that feet on the ground experience. So where can someone purchase this besides your place?
Okay, so we are currently in 5 spec stores here in Montgomery County, the 2 in Conroe, the 2 down in the Woodlands, and the 1 at Rayford and 45. And we're also at the big one downtown. And then we're also in all 11 Total Wines throughout Houston. This with our silver rum. We're working right now on getting our gold rum into all those stores as well. And it should be out there in the next couple of weeks. Once we get our spiced rum up and going, then we'll get that out. And that's probably going to take another month or 2 to get that out.
Perfect timing, spiced rum.
Yes, ma'am.
It sounds so holiday-ish along with the hot buttered rum.
Yes, ma'am.
So if somebody wanted to go and find out more about what you offer, they can go to Bartletts Distillery. Bartlettsdistillery.com.
Yes, ma'am.
And on Facebook, it's the same, Bartletts Distillery, which is great. I love it when people use the same stuff.
Yes, ma'am.
It's consistency matters. And you're also on Instagram?
We have an Instagram site. We haven't put a whole lot
You haven't
on
done
there.
that yet?
Yeah.
Are you also on Twitter?
We do have a Twitter site, and I haven't done a whole lot with that.
That's
most,
okay.
Most of the information we put out is through Facebook. That's how we keep current on what's happening and
Right.
everything.
And you
Yeah.
engage with people.
Yes, ma'am.
So I also noticed that you are, you gave shout outs to like B52, Southern Star,
Yes.
the
Blue Epiphany.
wineries,
Yes,
Blue
ma'am.
Epiphany.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody's in this together.
Yes, ma'am.
And, you have a different product, but everybody knows each other and
Yes,
you
ma'am.
frequent the different places because it's all about serving the community and,
Well,
you know.
for us, it's about craft, and it's craft spirits, craft beer, craft wine.
Right.
We're all in the same boat together, and we refer customers back and forth to each other.
makes sense.
People will find they'll come up from Houston and find us, and then okay, so where are you going next? Well, I don't know. Well, if you like wine, you go to Blue Epiphany. They have some fantastic wines.
Right.
The guys from Blue Epiphany have been out to our place. We've been over there a number of times.
It's good for tourism too.
Last week I was over at Southern Star talking with Dave, and so we get to know each other and help recommend each other because we all have good products. They're all different, but they're all good products.
They're all good products.
And we like
Yeah.
to send people around because people who enjoy one of our products is going to enjoy the other ones.
Probably so.
Yeah.
They all kind of have that same value
Yes, ma'am.
to them. So what else would you like to tell people about your distillery?
Well, we are. Well, I guess that's about it.
That's about it. Okay. Well, you want people to come out and try it
Absolutely.
out. Fridays or Saturdays. Friday 5 to 7, and 1 to 5. You also have the tours on Saturdays.
Yes, ma'am.
And you
I
might
will be. I will be at we will be tasting our silver rum at the Specs on Wednesday. from
Which
2
specs?
The one on West Davis across from Home Depot, and I'll be there from 2 to 5 p.m. And then we're also going to be doing some more tastings the week of Thanksgiving. The one here, I think, on 336 across from the Walmart, and then the one I think down on Rayford. We'll be doing those later this month.
So when are you doing the hot buttered rum?
Every Saturday, every Friday, Saturday.
And the spice rum?
So we taste all these on Fridays.
All the time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right.
Come on out.
Well, very good. I appreciate you coming out here on the show, and hopefully I can connect you with some more people very soon. And so everybody go to Bartletts Distillery and check it out. We'll be right back, and our last and final guest will be Rush Cycle from Woodforest.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Does volunteering at a nonprofit horse sanctuary sound wonderful? Or are you a veteran or a veteran spouse and think trying a peer group session through a local Horses and Heroes equine program might be worth trying? Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary, located in Grand Central Park by appointment only, is home to a growing number of rescued and donated horses. Visit our website at henryshomehorsesanctuary.org or check out our Facebook at Henry's Home Horse and Human Sanctuary for more information.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian Maggie, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-4 441-9990 for an appointment, or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
And we are back with our final guests today. We have Jennifer and Jesse, who are here from Rush Cycle in Woodforest, and that just opened like a month ago, long ago?
We had a soft opening in September, the end of September, and then while we were training all of our instructors, and then 4 weeks later, we grand opened October 20th. So, yeah,
and it's an exciting place. I tried it once.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did. On I think a Monday afternoon a couple of weeks ago, and it was fun. I'm a runner, so I'm not a biker. So it wasn't about keeping up. I could do that. I just couldn't do all the other motions. The reason I run is because that's what I do. I can do forward motion. I can't do anything other tricky stuff. So it's a great workout, and you can change the. What am I thinking?
Yeah,
the gears, the resistance, and all of that.
Yes, it's a 45-minute cardio workout. It's rhythm-based, so we're in a dark room. It's basically a party on a bike. It's loud
Party
music.
on a bike.
Yeah, loud music. We have black lights. Our instructors will tell you what the beat of the music is. We have resistance that we put on, we take down. We're up out of the saddle. We're in the saddle. We're doing moves, as you said. All
the moves
push-ups
I don't get, but
yeah. So it's a lot of fun.
it is. It's very intense. It's a really good workout. So I did see on Facebook, or maybe it was Instagram, that you're also testing out some new things. Concert music or something like that. What did I see?
Oh, so each instructor has their own personality, and so they all will bring to the class their own type of genre of music. We also do theme days every month. This month we're doing an 80s scrunchy ride. So
I saw that. That sounds like fun.
It will be fun.
So then that will be 80s music, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And maybe some go-go girls and just whatever.
Some hair flips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we also have a duo ride where two of our instructors, they're both Maddie and Madison, so they're having their birthday rides, and one was born 7 years earlier, so we're having different age genres when their high school was. So we like to play with.
So you keep it exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's not the same thing every time you come to class. It's something different.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't expect it. So if I went into a class, it may be totally different by the same instructor, but also different instructors consistently are different.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you also provide shoes, lockers, all that.
So to get on our Kaiser bikes is what they are. You have to have clip-in shoes, but we provide all of that. We have Shimano and Pearl Izumi shoes with the clips. So that way you don't have to worry about bringing anything but your beautiful self and water. But we do have water just in case.
And you have towels.
Yes, we have the towels.
A lot of towels.
We have the cubbies to put all your stuff. And then you go into the room, you clip in, which we will help you with everything if you are unfamiliar with that. We're very non-intimidating. We say, this is your ride. We want you to feel inspired. We want you to get a great workout, but we don't want you to feel defeated. So.
And it was very nice. And the class I went to anyway was packed.
Yeah.
It was full. How many riders can you have at a time in a class session?
We have 40 bikes, so we can have 40 individuals plus the instructor at each class. Right now we're running about 23 classes a week, so we have plenty of space. As we grow, we'll start adding more and more classes to fill
And that's
that.
every day, isn't it?
Every day we have at least like 4 to 5 classes, so we have as early as 5 a.m., so we know that people who have to get to work or who have to drive down to Houston, we catch them.
catch the stay-at-home moms or the dads who are there at 9:30 after the kiddos get to school. And then we have evening classes, 5:30 to 7 p.m. And then we also do weekends, so we have Saturday and Sundays.
And you're right next to Crust Pizza.
Yes. you can recarb after you.
So you have Crust
sweat it
Pizza
out.
and the liquor store.
Yes.
What a combination. And the dentist.
Yes.
Yes.
We're all basically working together.
So, yeah, you could eat the crust. You could go have some alcohol after your rush cycle, and then you can go see the dentist all in one trip.
Yes.
And if you need your prescription, you can go by CVS.
It's all
So
right there.
it's a great location, and I'm sure that you're quite busy right now too, as
Yes.
more people are getting known and trying it out. So, how many members do you have right now?
We have about 135 members.
Wow.
So it's really great start. And I know that there's still tons of people who I've been meeting that have said that, I've seen that you guys are open. I can't wait to come try you. So I know that there's a lot of people who still have yet to take that plunge, but we're willing and waiting for them.
So tell me a little bit about the bike.
So the bike is a Kaiser. It's one of the top of the line bikes. They call it like the Porsche of the bikes. It's doesn't have the belt system, so it's all magnetic. So it's a very smooth bike ride. When you get on, you clip in. We have the watts, the RPMs, the gears, so everything is computerized. We have a Fitmetrics, what it's called, up in the ceiling that gets all your stats. So at the end of the class, you get an email that shows how well you performed, where you ranked in class, and then everything, so that as you keep progressing, you can see how you're getting better, you're getting stronger, you're
And
getting
it's
faster.
instantaneously that you get those
Yes.
results. I know when I took that, my first trial class, and it was absolutely free, by the way. The
Yes.
shoes, everything was free. I got home, which was a block or two away, and I already got the results in an email, although a little dismal and disappointing. But
There's a trick.
You know.
have to multiply the calories by 2.5.
Yes,
And
because you're
that'll
not
really
willing to heart
turn
Okay,
rate.
Right.
because
Right.
I know I burned more
Oh,
calories
yes.
than that, and I was probably last in the class. But oh well, such
It's
is
exciting
life.
though, because a lot of people will get out of that classroom and then they look at their email immediately to try and see, and then they'll be like, "I was first!"
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I have husband and
competitive
wives who
people.
are
Oh, yes.
competing very much. So yeah,
So the thing that I thought was the most tricky actually was getting on and off the bike, clipping your shoes into the pedals.
It is.
Because
It's
that
a-
was a new experience for
it
me.
is. It's a little different, especially because you're strapped in, and then you're wondering what the heck is about to happen. But it's this weird thing that all of a sudden it literally clicks, just like your clips into the pedals. It clicks, and then you just start jumping right on
And
the
you're
bike,
in.
and yeah, you get used to how it's supposed to work, and so it's a learning process, but it doesn't take long.
It does make you feel very secure, especially when you're out of the seat and moving fast. My challenge was getting out of the seat because I could not disconnect my
Yeah.
feet from the bike.
Yeah, so we always say it's like you're squishing a bug, and you kick your heel out, and then that's how you unclip.
And I did watch the video today, seeing how to
Yeah.
do that. That was great, having
Yeah.
that on there too,
Yes.
so
we
that
are
people can
having
really see that.
Yes, and we are having a Rush 101 class to learn every single basic that you need to know. That way, beginners can feel comfortable and confident.
And when is that?
That is going to be
November 17th.
Yes, November 17th,
At 10:30.
10:30.
So that's a Saturday.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So that'll be
That
good. It'll
sounds like
help
a fun
people
thing.
come in, feel confident. They've already gotten past the clipping of the shoe,
Yeah.
which is the most anxiety.
It actually
Yeah, it
really
just-
is.
That's the best part.
And I did not know you're not supposed to sit in the front, so I was in the front too.
That's the
Oh,
best.
I
Nobody
love
tells
people.
me.
Oh, I love it when people say
Yeah.
Well,
we as
know.
instructors love having front row riders.
Really?
Yes. It
It's the
motivates us. We can watch them. We can encourage them even. Yeah. So.
Well,
it's
it was
a lot of fun.
good. It was very encouraging. I think the instructors and the people in the class are all very nice. I mean, they seem friendly and it was not intimidating.
Yeah, and
at
that's
all.
definitely our goal. We're non-intimidating. We don't. What we always say is, we don't care if you're pretty. We don't care if you're perfect. We just want you to be powerful in what you do. This is your ride, so we want you to have fun. We will encourage you, but we want to make sure that everyone who comes in always feels a part of a community, because that's what we are.
What do you think is the best appropriate clothing to wear?
Whatever you're comfortable in. I have some people who like to wear bike shorts because the seats are hard, but leggings, shorts, whatever you feel most comfortable.
You are a little bruised after that first one, too.
It is true. Yes.
I was wearing running
getting used
shorts.
to, yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, my butt is sore.
It is. And, on Amazon sells the little padded seat covers if you ever want to bring them in and put those on the bikes. That way you're a little bit more padded. But, whatever you feel comfortable in and you want to you work out in, that's what you should wear.
So how long is your founding membership going on?
So we have a limited amount. Corporate tells us when it's turned off, so we're not quite sure when that is going to be. So that's why we have that sense of urgency, like get it while you can. But it's $99 per month, unlimited rides. So come as much as you want. The price never goes up. It's as long as you keep it active, that is going to be your price.
What's the regular price?
$139 a month.
$139. So it goes from $99 to $139.
Yes.
Unlimited rides.
Yep.
And you still have to purchase the shoe rental. though.
No.
You don't.
Free shoe rental.
Free
Yep. No, we
shoe
do
rental
not.
too.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's $1 every time.
Oh, we don't charge for the shoe rentals.
Ever?
No.
Ever?
No.
Oh. Well, then where did I read $1? I don't know. Okay. So that's good. And so you can find you guys on all the social media.
Yes, we're on.
And you're doing a really good job of
Facebook,
it, too.
Instagram.
And you have a lot of videos out there as well.
Yes.
And you had, I think it was last week, all about the different profiles of the instructors, too,
Yeah.
which helps you know a little bit more about
Yeah.
it. So it's not so intimidating. You know what you're up against.
We're all real people. Most of the instructors actually live in the community of Woodforest, so we like for everyone to know that we are real people. We're not some.
We're there to help you and encourage you and build the community. And if you're coming in with a goal and we help you succeed and reach it, whether that's us or any other type of high-intensity workout location, we're all there for the same reason. And when that client walks out or succeeds in their goal, we've done our job. And when they know that we're there wholeheartedly and they know who we are, then that's the best thing that we could ever want.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're doing the right thing. How did you get involved in this, Jennifer?
So I'm prior military. I was in the Air Force for 6 years, so I was always physically active. And I got into physical fitness, especially when I got out of the military, because I battled with a lot of mental health, anxiety, and PTSD. And so it was a great way that I channeled my energy. And then because I've done so much flight line work and everything, my knees were pretty bad, so I couldn't run anymore. So I got into cycling, and that's how I found my passion.
So you're the franchise owner?
Yes.
And so there's other franchises, various places, a bunch in California.
Yeah,
and
it's originally
where
been
else?
based out of San Diego, and
Yes.
And then we have a Waco location in League City. So when you buy one of the memberships, you can use it at any rush cycle.
Anywhere you
Yeah.
go if you're traveling.
So if you travel, yeah. And they're
Okay.
all community like-minded people, so.
So if somebody wants to find out and sign up for classes, the best way to do that would be on your website.
Yes.
Which is rushcycle.com/Woodforest.
Yep.
Or you can Google it and get there really fast, too.
We have an app.
Yep, we have an app.
You have an
can
app.
also do it on just
So you can
Google.
schedule your classes there.
Yep.
Because you got to sign up.
Yes.
You got to sign up. You can't just show up. You got to sign up for
You
your
could
classes.
show up, but if you might be that front row rider.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Front and
Been there,
center.
done that.
Yeah. Yep, that's the easiest way, but ever any issues, you message on Facebook or Instagram and you're talking to me, so.
Okay. Anything else you want to add?
I don't think I have anything.
So come out and try
Okay,
us.
well,
give it a
fabulous.
try,
I'm going to try it
yes.
again. Well, thanks, ladies, and I hope that you succeed in getting more members out there. I'm sure you're going to be booked because everybody's been talking about this on social media. So it's a fabulous place right there in Woodforest. So that about wraps our show up today. This is sponsored by Roger Stein Chiropractic, and thanks for listening. I'm Margie Taylor.